So yes, we are checking back in with Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power. I want to start off with the trailer because it is completely pulling away now with the dislikes. It's at 133K, 202K. But believe it or not, that's not what we're going to talk about today. What I want to talk about today is dwarven people. So something got brought to my attention that I thought was absolutely hilarious and once again shows that Amazon has no idea what they're doing. So you have the female dwarf that's causing all the controversy right here in this screen cap. She has no beard, which a lot of people have hilariously pointed out. Got in a whole argument about this on Saturday's Flashcast, and I believe that it is important for these characters to have beards. Just about anybody that follows this mostly agrees with that because female dwarves are supposed to have beards from what I understand. I'm not a super lore expert on Lord of the Rings, but people like Neurotic, I for sure believe are. The guy is an encyclopedia of Lord of the Rings knowledge. And he pointed out in one of his videos that she should have a beard. Now, what's hilarious about this is it looks like we have seen dwarven women before when it comes to Lord of the Rings. In fact, guess what? In The Hobbit, we actually got to see women with beards. Now, a lot of people might not know this because, well, the Hobbit trilogy is pretty awful. It should have been 2 movies, and then I think it would have been a much better series, but that's not what we got. Instead, we got a 3rd movie for a little cash grab, and it is what it is at this point. I think it was probably a little out of Peter Jackson's hands. I think they wanted 3 movies, and, well, they got 3 movies, but here is the picture that I saw today. I don't know when this article came out. I think, February 17th, so it's been floating around for a minute, but I just thought it was funny that right here, Peter Jackson decided to give this female dwarf a beard. In fact, in this video by 10 Sec Trailers, there's several female dwarves with beards in the Hobbit trilogy. Unfortunately, this video is in 480p, so it's going to be hard to see, but I will link this in the description if you want to try and watch it for yourself. But there's several dwarf female characters with beards. Even right here, it's hard to tell because she's a blonde. When they're running out, I think this is in the 3rd movie. It's been a long time since I've watched the Hobbit movies. There were several, actually. It's just funny, like Peter Jackson seemed to have really wanted to try to get things as right as possible, whereas Amazon is just cash grabbing as much as they can. They didn't want to make her less attractive. I think that's why they didn't give her a beard. I agree with Nerdrotic on that point that he made in his video. They didn't want to make her less attractive, which, says a lot about them. It says a lot about them. Also, why does her dress look like she's from the continent of Africa? Like, it looks like a traditional African dress. Like, this is Middle Earth. But whatever. Amazon doesn't give a shit about this series coming off as a Lord of the Rings show. They want it to come off as a Game of Thrones show, and that's pretty fucking obvious to anybody that's paying attention. But I do find this hilarious. So it's been done before, and it was done correctly. Even this meme comes here. It's true you don't see many dwarf women. In fact, they are so alike in voice and appearance that they are often mistaken for dwarf men. It's the beards. And this in turn has given rise to the belief that there are no dwarf women. And the dwarves just spring out of holes in the ground, which is, of course, ridiculous. Now, I don't know if they all have beards or not, but it seems like the people that I've talked to that seem to know their shit say they do. Not sure. But what I do know is it seems like Amazon, once again, is caught in a fuck-up. Maybe instead of hiring a bunch of Game of Thrones advisors, which they did do, They should have hired some Lord of the Rings advisors, some Tolkien advisors to help them out. But they want this to be so much like a Game of Thrones show that they're just screwing it up as best they can. So, funny stuff to me. I thought I would share it with you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.